Hi guys, welcome to Nine's Corner. It's that time again for our weekly vibes. Now, I have to share with you two stories. They're quick. First, I just want to shout out my godchild. She sent me a picture of her and our newest member to our family. I don't want to say names or anything like that, but she sent me a picture of them watching the weekly vibes. It made my day. It made my year. It was so sweet. I loved it. And so to give you some time to think about which number you'd like, I took a little walk. Now I condensed it for you, but I have to tell you this little interesting, because I really and truly, even though I was recording it, I kind of forgot about the recording. And because some of the snow because we had like some melting and stuff, so some of the snow, it was like kind of hard on top, and then you'd fall right deep, and it's just got, hectic. So, but I got a nice little walk cut out for you guys to think about. And so when I got home, I went outside, I had a cup of coffee, and there's this bell on the side of our house, and we it's an old-fashioned bell, but we literally use it because if somebody's down in the field or you want to get somebody's attention, rather than going, you just ring the bell. So on the walk, for whatever reason, I won't get into all the details, but I started thinking about the Christmas show, the Christmas movie, where every time a bell rings, an angel gets these wings. So I literally rang the bell 3 times, just in the moment, not thinking anything. And 3 crows came, and like 1, 2, 3, all at the same time after I did the 1, 2, 3 on the bell. And the 3 crows came in front of me on the tree. I was just like, okay, there's a message here. It was wild. Anyway, I thought to myself, the things that I was thinking, I think that was my message. So that was my sign to say, yeah, darling, everything is good. So anyhow, enjoy our walk together, and I'll see you when we return. Okay, so if you chose group 1 for our Moonology card, we have step out of your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. Let's see what that means as we go along. So for love, we have the moon. When you're dealing with love, friendships, workmates, whatever it is, when the moon shows up in your relationships, this is telling you, follow your intuition. Follow your gut feeling. If you're in the process of making a new friend, hiring a new person, and all of a sudden you've got that gut feeling, go with it. Literally go with it. There's a possibility for some that somebody's being deceitful around you. So if you're in the middle, and you'll know it, if you're in the middle of something and you feel like somebody is deceiving you, if your intuition's saying it, it's probably true. Now, when it comes to love, there may be some people having some dreams. You might be, anyway, you might be dreaming of somebody, or maybe even getting some psychic vibes yourself. When the moon shows up, that could be you it's really a strong intuition, so go with it. When it comes to money, we've got the 3 of Pentacles. So this is working together. This is making sure that, you're being careful in planning with your money. This may show that you need somebody to come in and help you, or it might be somebody within your family friend realm that you can say, hey, I need some help with whatever the money issue may be. But if you've planned well, and this is a card of planning, the next step is to get into the foundation of it. So for some, if you've been trying to build a house or build a garage, or you've been putting money into something to try to get something out of it, and it's kind of been on hold, this is when it's going to start moving forward again. So, and as advice, we got the King of Pentacles. So step out of your comfort zone. The King of Pentacles is a fairly secure, strong, disciplined person. And when it comes to advice, it says, get out of your comfort zone, which is literally what this is saying. So if you're normally a person who thinks about money and all the detailed parts about life, the mundane, but the everyday of life, this is saying, hey, maybe you need to tap into your spiritual. Wow, I get all excited when I see connections with the cards and stuff. This could be too much focus on the planning of money, and letting go of your spiritual side and having to get back in touch with it, even to the point where you may be having dreams, maybe even some bad dreams, or confusing dreams. But this is because it's important to be secure and have your finances and stuff, but it's also just as important to secure and take care of your health, your physical health, but your spiritual and emotional health as well. So step out of your comfort zone. For some, this could be knowing that you have some issues, whether that be mental or just having a difficult time trying to deal with things that are going around you, wanting to plan but just not feeling like you're getting there, and then turning your back because it's just too hard. Don't. Step out of your comfort zone. Don't do as you always did, because you'll get what you've always gotten. If something needs to change, this is the time to change it. Focus on your spiritual, pray. If you don't pray, then, talk to the universe, talk to God, talk to, whatever it is that you find peace or contentment in, and use that. Meditate. Something you need to do to get out of your comfort zone Don't give in. Don't be a doormat. If you feel something's not right, something's not right. Deal with it. Now, just to keep on board, we'll do our angel cards. So, do you have a question that you're wondering about? I'm going to pull a card and just give you the answer, and it's up to you to figure it out. So think, do you have a question that you want? Because, I mean, how many times do we go through and something's really on our head, and you know, you might ask the same question every week hoping for a different answer, but sometimes you just need that extra little something, you know? So, for you, ready? Unlikely. Unlikely. Okay. If you chose group number 2, as your Moonology card, we've got nothing is yet set in stone. I love this card. I really, really love this card because no matter what you do, no matter where your life is, nothing is ever set in stone. Everything always has the possibility of change, and change it will do regardless if you want it to or not. So I love this card. I love the card of nothing is set in stone. There's always a chance. And that's a really important lesson when it comes to tarot, because even if we say something to you, that's not set in stone. You have the ability, the capability within you to change it or to change the way you view it. It's all in the way that you have to do it. That almost rhymes, but anyway, love for you guys. We got the Strength card. So there's going to be some that are going to need to help others to get through life. There's going to be, for some of you, you know, having to just kind of put yourself on the back burner to deal with other people, whether it's your loved ones, your lover, your friends, your workmates. It's like you're going to have to build up the strength because they just don't have it. And it's within you to have to be the strong one in whatever situation when it comes to relationships are coming to you. And this is also a reminder that strength is not a, do as I want you to do. You don't have to physically or emotionally beat up somebody to get them to do what you want them to do or what you think is necessary for them. It comes with gentleness. It comes with compassion. And I think that's true in life, that we need to give more compassion to one another. When it comes to money, we have the Hierophant. So, the Hierophant is about doing it the conventional way. So, you know what? Do it the conventional way. Whatever, if there might be something that's on the horizon that is a money-making possibility. If it seems a little bit too much outside of the box, it is. This week is telling you to do things the conventional way. This is also a reminder, to follow the rules and all that kind of stuff. But this is also a reminder to check in on yourself, check in on your finances, and a good time to kind of figure out where you can cut off some of that fat. If you're somebody who has Netflix and you don't actually watch it, take that out. That's another $10 in your pocket. It's like, follow the rules, follow convention, and you'll be fine this week when it comes to money. When it comes to advice, judgment. Nothing is yet set in stone. How that works so perfectly with the cards, because when it comes to judgment, one is, don't be nagging and nitpicking at people, because then you're just judging yourself through others. And when it comes to judgment, we as a people have to, in whatever part of our lives, be it in our love lives, in our work lives, in our personal lives, we have to have a time for forgiveness. And it seems to me that you need to, you've got 3 major arcanas here this week. So you need to have strength to get through it. You need to follow the rules to get through it. But this is also talking about having forgiveness, whether that's for yourself, for those around you, and realizing that something that you may think is ended, it's not set in stone. It's still a possibility. Don't cut off anything because we're all human. We make mistakes. All right. As I've been doing, let's get the angel cards out. I got the Moonology card there. We got the angel card out. Think of a question that's on your mind that's been bugging you this week. I know for myself, I'm always thinking about something, worried about something. So it's always fun to be able to say, hey, what about this? And ask the cards and see what the question is. And you'll know how you feel about it, because if you get yes and you actually feel no, go with your intuition. All right. Question asked. And the question's answer is, look for a sign. I looked for a sign and I got my 3 crows. So really, look for a sign. Interesting. All right. So for our next question, put all my cards in my Moonology card, or next question. For our next reading, number 3, yours, a new romance cycle begins. A new romance cycle begins. So let's pay attention to your love card. And for love, you got the Empress. Let the sun shine. Okay, so for some, this is going to be a time of hearing about an engagement, a pregnancy, maybe even the birth of a child. So there's going to be some lovey-dove stuff happening in the air when it comes around your family and friends, even at work. And this is a reminder to express yourself, express what you need from others. When it comes to relationships, whether it be in work or love, you need to express yourself, tell people what you want, and then you can't have the expectation that everything comes quickly. There's going to be some time. The Empress takes 9 months to have her baby. So it's going to take some time for you to get what you want, but you'll never get what you want unless you express yourself. So express what you want, give it some time to plant the seed and let it grow, but grow it will. So if you're starting a new relationship, if you're trying to improve a current relationship, this is a really, really good time. When it comes to money, we've got the Page of Cups. So with the Page of Cups, you're going to be getting some news. Generally good news, but oftentimes this is on a spiritual level, which I'm just thinking it's funny because I got the Empress here saying, hey, you're going to have new things happening in your life. And here we've got the news of something happening. And this is sort of like, it's not news about money, it's news about something happening that's going to take some of your money. So it's good news. But this is like, you know, when it comes to finances, you're doing okay, but you may be lacking some, what's the word? It's, you're not necessarily, okay. Let me just start again. When it comes to the Page of Cups, when it comes to money, you're doing okay, but there may be news coming and you might find yourself on some choppy waters. So listen for advice. This could be a case of you've got what you need when it comes to finances, but you don't have what you need when it comes to the emotional balance of it. And that can cause a lot of issues. So just be careful when it comes to finances. You may be getting some news that will help the rough waters, but you might also be getting news that will make the waters a little bit tougher. So It's just 1 week. Advice. We got the Four of Swords. So take a vacation, take a rest. You know what? Let's just news about health. So this could be finding out that somebody had to go to the hospital, or is recovering from a hospital stay. But there's definitely a need to kind of take a break. You need to just take a break, just get away from everything, because your battle is still there. Your problems are still there. So you can, cause yourself to be tuckered out and not take a break, and then you're no good to nobody. This is saying take a break. You're being too hard on yourself. Take a break. This could even mean a vacation for some. All right. A new romantic cycle begins. Marriage, pregnancy, engagement, a baby, being announced. All right. So when it comes to your angel cards, what question have you had on your mind? What question that bothers you? It might be the same question from last week. It could be a new question. You're just looking for the angel cards to prompt you, give you an answer so that you can feel how you feel about it. Do you have your question? And your angel answer is recovery. Recovery. Isn't that interesting that we just said about possible need for recovery? Recovery. I won't define that. That's yours to define. Sorry. I just love reading into the cards. So anyway. All right, my darlings. I hope you enjoyed our reading. And as always, I have our unity candle lit for each and every one of us. And until the next time we chat, cheerio and take care, my friends.